Hello there, good evening, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I will share with you guys my project pen. If you're not familiar with the term project pen, it's basically a bunch of makeup that you want to finish. A lot of people are doing project pen when they have like a big collection of makeup and they want to finish some products. A lot of people do it when they have like a lot of products in a certain category, like you have a lot of blushes and you have to finish 2 or 3 blushes before you're moving on to buy new blushes. People also do it when they have old makeup that is expiring soon and you want to finish them up as soon as possible. It's called project pen because the bottom of powders like this, the silver part here, it's called pen. If you reach all the way to the bottom, it's called hit pen. And the goal of project pen is to hit the pen of the products and finish them completely. Everything in this bag are my project pen items. I use a lot of them on a daily basis. I really want to finish them up. So let's take a look inside. Let's start with the 2 biggest items in the project. These are 2 eyeshadow palettes. So when I just started learning to do makeup, the first palette I got was a Sephora collection palette. It was like a holiday set. Inside there was 80 eyeshadows in the big palette. There was like 6 blushes, some face powders, contour powders, some lip glosses and other different stuff. And when I was halfway through that, this was the first eyeshadow palette I ever bought. This is a Colourpop Disney Princess. It's a princess theme eyeshadow palette. Back then, Colourpop didn't release new makeup that often, and they had a few eyeshadow palettes. This was the first one I laid my eyes on. I really love the palette because I really like the packaging outside. I think it's super pretty, all these princess in this designer art style. I really like the packaging. I thought I would love the eyeshadows inside as well, but I end up not using a lot of the shades. I did use every single one of those shades, but some of them is just because I forced myself to use it, not because I really like them. I hit pen on 3 eyeshadows. This one called Chip, it's a skin tone color. This champagne gold color here called Ray, and then we have this one called Abu. It's a very nice orange brownish shade. I started wearing makeup at the end of 2016, and during these few years, the most popular look was those orange-brown warm tone neutral look, so I would often use like shades like this to do makeup looks, and I ended up not using those shimmery pinks and purples because there's actually not a lot of matte shades to work with if I want to use the pinks and purple. I actually don't have a goal for this palette. I already hit pan on 3 of the shades. I'm not eager to hit pan on other shades. I just don't want to throw this away because I have precious memories with it. This was the first legit eyeshadow palette I owned, so I just want to keep this in my collection and try to use it along with my other project pen items. Next up, we have this palette from Fenty Beauty. This is a Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. Back then, Fenty Beauty only released 2 eyeshadow palettes. It was a big one exactly like this with a different color design. It was for a Christmas collection and it was a limited edition thing. It has like a space galactic theme and inside was a lot of shimmery silver, blue, red, shimmery colors like that. And it was a limited edition palette. I wasn't interested in it, so I skipped on that. And then they came out with this, and Rihanna even did tutorials using this. So I thought it was going to be a permanent thing. I think this palette cost 54 or 59 US dollars, something like that. And I only bought it because I saw an Instagram post of a girl wearing shimmery blue eyeshadow all over her lids and looked gorgeous, and suddenly I got the itch for blue eyeshadow, and I didn't have blue eyeshadow in my collection and I needed one as soon as possible. So this palette has this very pretty blue shade that caught my attention. The palette's original full price was, as I said, 50 something US dollar, but I bought it on sale for like 29 US dollar, and I was super happy, like I caught a really big deal, like I would be losing money but not buying this palette, and I bought it. A week after I bought this palette, Fenty Beauty discontinued it and they came out with a new eyeshadow line called Snap Shadows, which is what they're selling right now. Those 6-pan eyeshadow palettes that you can snap together if you have 2 of them. I like this palette a lot because you have those warm neutrals, pink shades, purple shades, blue and grey, and those shimmery shades. There's a good combination of different color schemes. There's also a very nice ratio of mattes and shimmers. I really like the palette, but I didn't like the formula. So you know eyeshadows from Colourpop, they're like thick, creamy, buttery. When you touch them, when you wipe them, a lot comes on your finger or brush. It's very easy to blend, it's very pigmented. This one's quite the opposite. I'm not sure if it's because they're pressed very hard, but when I touch them, I barely get anything on my fingertips. And when I like swatch them, they aren't really showing up. It's like really sheer. So I have to use my brush and swirl a lot in the eyeshadow before I can get the pigmentation I wanted. It's not a big problem. Sometimes when I want a sheer look, I would go for this palette. I don't hate the palette because of it, but I would never pay full price for the palette if I knew this was a formula. Have you guys tried the new Snap Shadows from Fenty Beauty, and what do you think of them? Let me know if they're worth buying. I really like the function of snapping them together, but if they are the same old formula, then I don't want to try them again. The next one here is a very popular product. She's a celebrity. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. When people talk about drugstore bronzers, they will always mention this one, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It has some wave designs on it. I already dig all the way through and hit a really huge pan on it. I want to finish this up. It has a delicious coconut butter smell. It smells really nice. I saw this bronzer around the internet already for a long time. I didn't need a new bronzer at the time, but my friend wanted a bronzer, so I told her to buy this bronzer. It's really good, even though I never tried it before, and she bought it. When she received it, we opened it together and it had a really strong coconut butter scent. We both fell in love with the bronzer already back there. The product also works really well. It's pigmented but not too strong. It blends really well. It has no talc in the product. So after she fell in love with the bronzer, I also wanted to get myself one, and a while later I got it, and here it is. Now I already hit pan on this, so I just want to finish it up. What is your favorite bronzer? I have a little Nivea lip balm here. That's all that's left. I'm almost done with it. Moving on, I have 3 concealers in my project pan. This is a Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's a matte concealer, but not that matte. It just doesn't glow, doesn't give you a shine, but it's also not super matte. It's quite hydrating actually. I like this concealer a lot and I'm already halfway through. Next one is a very popular concealer. This is a Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm in the shade Custard. I was looking on Google for good concealers. I needed a new concealer at the time, and like 8 out of 10 sites would recommend this one as one of their top 10 concealers. A lot of celebrities, makeup artists use this, and everyone says this is a holy grail, so I tried it out. If you're paying $30 for something, you want a better packaging than that. This is in my project pan because I already got a new one of this, and the cap of this is just so... It got really dusty, sticky, and then I scratched it around with my nails and just looked really screwed up like this. Nars just have this rubbery plastic thing that would like catch dust and dirt easily. Next, we have a K-Beauty concealer. This is from the brand Saem. This is their Cover Perfection Tip Concealer. I like this concealer a lot. It's very affordable, it's really creamy, really easy to blend, feels hydrating on the skin, really melts in with my makeup. I like this concealer a lot and I use it a lot. The thing is that this is the shade 1.5. I got a little bit darker during the summer and I already bought the shade 1.75. So I just want to finish this up so I can use the new one I bought. Here we have another bronzer. This is the Benefit Hula Bronzer. It's a really popular product as well, and I like their unique paper box packaging. Those little squares with this thick paper box, and it always comes with a little brush. A lot of people complain about how bulky and thick the packaging is and saying it's unnecessary, so Benefit reduced the packaging to like half the height, and they remove the brush from the packaging as well, so you will no longer get a brush when you buy their bronzer or blush. Personally, this might be an unpopular opinion. I like their thick packaging. I think it's really unique, and I like those paper boxes from Benefit. Now that it got slimmer and lose the brush, I don't find it unique anymore, and I don't really like the new thing anymore. I like the chubby and bulky. I don't like the new skinny version. Moving on, we have 4 lippies from Nudestix. I was a Nudestix supporter since the very beginning when they only had lippy pencils. Later they came out with the nudies, with foundation, with a lot of other products, and now they have skincare. I only got to try their lippies until recently. I bought their nudie and tinted cover. I bought quite a few lip pencils from them, as well as a set of like 6 lip pencils. A lot of these pencils are already old, so I just want to finish them up. I like it that they are very creamy, very easy to blend, works well on my cheeks and on my lips, and sometimes even on my eyes for a monochromatic look, back then when I didn't have the nudies. The only thing I don't like is that the formula is too soft. Like if I'm applying the pencil on my lips, a little chunk of it will go on my lips and then it becomes messy and hard to blend out, and I have to use my fingers and stuff. Maybe it's just the temperature here is too hot for these pencils. If you're living in a colder country, maybe you'll love them more. I definitely have more positive points for them than negative, and I'm just trying to finish them up because they are old, not because I don't like them or anything. Have you tried Nudestix, and what is your favorite product? Moving on, I have this Nars blush here. As you can see, the rubbery plastic packaging didn't do me justice as well. There's so much dirt, fingerprints, and shimmery stuff sticking on there. It doesn't look expensive anymore. Doesn't look chic anymore. This is a Nars blush in the shade Outlaw. It's like a very pretty, very pink color with some gold shimmer in it. So my dad went on a trip once and he asked me what makeup I want. He's in the department store where a lot of beauty contacts are there, and I said I want to try out the brand Nars because we didn't have them here, and I really wanted to try out their blusher that I've seen a lot of people talk about, and the shade I wanted was Dolce Vita. So I told him to get Dolce Vita, and it was sold out. So he asked me what else I want. Maybe I can choose some other shade that is available, and then I said another shade. I said Amore. It was also sold out, and then I said just get anyone, and then he said this one was available, so I took this one. This is the color Outlaw. You can definitely get your money's worth out of the Nars blushes because I use this one on a daily basis and I just didn't hit pan on it. I don't even see a dent. I really use this blush a lot. Now I don't use it as often anymore because I got some other blushes, but I use this religiously for like 6 to 8 months. I use it every single day. I really want to hit pan on this. This is like a big goal in my makeup collection, and in my project pen I want to hit pan on this Nars blush. Finally, we have two little Benefit tints here. They came from little Benefit makeup sets and they're just like mini tints. This one's a pink original Benetint and this one is their liquid highlighter called High Beam. Funny story, my friend who doesn't own a single product from Benefit Cosmetics told me a story about this tint. She said it was made for strippers to paint their nipples to a light pink color. They wanted a little tint that can make their nipples light pink, and this was made. That's what she told me. I don't know where she read that from. I don't know if it's true. She doesn't own anything from Benefit, but as soon as she saw that, she told me that story. So that was everything in my project pen. I definitely talk too much and this video is going to be very long. I'm just more chit-chat rambling here than explaining my project. But I hope you guys enjoyed the fun stories I shared and enjoyed watching this project pen video. I will do updates on my project pen in the future. Let me know what products are you trying to finish and let me know what other things you want to let me know. I hope you have a good day or night, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye!